Count.
Straight in front, good-looking kick. He's done the job. Cloak gets the first.
Tackle in the centre to St Kilda. Lee against you for grabbing him on the throat, okay? High tackle in the centre to St Kilda. Yeah, all clear, all clear.
So it's a goal to Cloak and it's a free kick to the Saints.
And a 50 as well. And a 50.
No, yes you were. You were directing it at me. That's 50 metres. You swore at me. That's definitely 50. No way, mate. I'm not silly, mate. I'm not silly. That's it.
That's umpire Bozo, who's not silly. Number 2.
You've got to give it away. Simple. Free kick.
That's absolutely unforgivable, that, to keep the goal, get the momentum going.
It's unusual. It's the free kick in the centre bounce, and then it would appear Harry O'Brien has abused Michael Bozo's umpire Bozo's son. That's the sequence of events. That's a big penalty, about 150 metres.
We haven't actually had a centre clearance yet, so it's an interesting start to the game.
So Goddard will kick from about 25 metres. What's happening down on the boundary, Tim? He can't hear us. There's Goddard. And he gets a goal. Those people who love their ruck work will have to wait.
Well,
they've got forwards this time. Pendlebury under pressure, though. It affected the kick. Going back with courage. Ray did brilliantly.
There was one umpire called play on, one umpire called the mark, and the umpire called the mark one.
Must clear it out.
How does that work? Seniority or?
I'm not sure how that works.
Umpire Ryan, a veteran of 16 finals, standing the mark there. As the chip goes to the pocket, Gilbert over the top, Hayes. And Hayes decides to run it up. On the move is Schneider. We'll get the football now. Schneider right on the wing.
kick 5 against the Pies in the night match last year. Lovely looking kick. Gets to his captain.
That's where they want him, though. They want him outside 50.
Oh, that's a good setup. So Montagna drifting down.
It's only their third inside 50. They're the heaviest scoring team in the competition thus far. It seems the start of the game, they're very stop-start, very un-St Kilda-like. They're not really attacking the corridor, which speaks volume to Collingwood's defence at the moment.
But as they stop, they've gone in 8 times, Collingwood, for 1 goal. That St Kilda just stopped you scoring so well.
Yep.
Well, he was 8 goals, 19 from set shots last year, Montagna. He was all Australian, and he straightened up just as they seemingly have this season. The Saints in front.
St Kilda are dominating possession at the moment, 69 to 41.
The corral of football eventually got it over the top to Ball, in trouble McCarthy. He got it from Tuvey, now it's Medhurst.
Haven't seen a lot of Medhurst so far. Terrific attack by Dal Santo, Geary, and then back to Dal Santo, to Gwilt, to Goddard, and Goddard doesn't miss.
McGree-Roll coming from the ground. And this is the difference. Goddard obviously a class finish and putting the scoreboard pressure on the post.
And the midfield turnover that got them to back the ball in the first place, didn't it?
But interesting kick. Hard to get it to go that way. Had the spiral on the drop punt. Coming up was Gilbert. Brilliantly done by Wellingham. Gee, we love him. Like a cork in the ocean. Sprung to his feet, but eventually weight of numbers tells the story. Geary got it from Gilbert. Baker, and they drive it around the outer side, coming up the ground. It's taken by Milne. Gilbert slow to get up after clearing the zone. Ball towards the middle. King bounced obligingly for him. Goes inside the forward 50. And Del Cerdo made to earn it. Has marked and will kick from right on the 50-metre line.
Geez, that reminds you of that infamous sort of line ball decision in last year's grand final in the centre of the ground. It was a question of which way was that ball going to bounce, to a Collingwood player or to St Kilda. It went to St Kilda. That created the shot.
Del Santa to regain the lead. It's good. Saints back in front. They lead by 3.
Almost, hasn't it?
Not quite.
Thank you, Dr. Harley.
Harley
name.
Street.
Yeah, exactly. Good name for a doctor, isn't it? So Fisher to Hayes. to Graham, and then Graham with a beautiful penetrating kick. Now Milne loves this situation, teasing Tuvey and running it home, and they're back in front.
Young Tuvey just got himself lost, actually, ball watching we call it, and
the opposition captain up forward.
Harry O'Brien doing...
Whoa.
Oh, that's got to be a free. That's silly.
What's Harry doing?
We know he tries to block by coming from behind the man on the mark, but that was a tackle.
Schneider's got the football, goes down towards half forward, then Milne coming across, does well. Milne 60 metres out, jams it inside the 50, taken by Armitage. Armitage goes across the ground. Graham. Interesting you talk about revolt there, Lee. You're saying psychologically as much as anything else, him sitting there almost like a trophy, like a moose on the wall.
Yeah, what it does to the psyche of both teams when you see the opposition star player off for the night but still in full view.
Put a sheet over him.
Put him in the stand, let him watch it on the TV in the rooms.
Oh, what a great player to be sidelined. Graham, meantime, there's life in these Saints. He puts it through.
We spoke a couple of times about the long-range kickers. Has gone deep. He's the height in the St Kilda forward line.
King goes up and knocks it about 15 metres. O'Brien goes back. Awkward situation. Well done, Montagna. Spills across towards Schneider. Schneider probably wishes he didn't clap that umpire. Side bottom, smothered off the boot. Pendlebury. Hand passes across to Wellingham. Touch ball. McCarthy, no way through. Hand pass comes to Del Santo from King. Gives it across to Schneider. And Schneider gets a goal. Oh, wonderful, Saints.
they're the players, aren't they? Milne and Schneider are the ones who are going to have to bob up and keep the goals. Milne's at
half-time. Don't know how many smothers the Saints affected there, but it felt like half a dozen that led to that turnover and the goal. Goddard, so they've got a bit of wriggle room at the moment. Goddard's kick to half forward. Half volley almost by Peake. Back it goes. Del Santo on the wrong side. Gardner!
It looked dangerous. We saw Goddard probably for one of the first times tonight actually attack the game through the middle of the ground. I know it's a risky bit passage of play, but it just reaps dividends, I reckon.
He's a useful forward too, Gardner.
Yep.
He was a big risk for the Saints, but he's paying them back. He's put them into a comfortable lead here.
And that looks to be what St Kilda are doing.
So O'Brien to himself and then right down the centre. McCarthy outnumbered. Gilbert belted it away. Blake held up in the tackle. Gilbert arches his back and then goes from 50 and kicks a beauty.
There's a real shift in intensity, I think, with St Kilda. They've actually laid 7 tackles inside their forward 50 in the last 15 minutes. And prior to that, only the one. I mean, as a coaching staff, I guess that's a definable intensity level.
Well, they've just dominated the contested possessions now. They just keep winning the footy.
Yep.
This first 3 minutes of the final quarter just dominated. Got hands on ball.
Perfect fall for Nick Revolt.
Well, it's a great story. Milne gets a hand pass away. Graham just waited for the cavalry to descend on the Montagna. Montagna kicks a goal.
So what a night it's been. I mean, the sting of the tail is Revolt, obviously, and that's got to play itself out.
Early hold, Lee Brown. Lee Brown, early hold. That was Lee. Come back and grab him first.
And at some stage,
Baker,
Collingwood are going to beat St Kilda, but you'd scratch your head right now and say, I don't know where and when after tonight.
Yeah.
They've hurt them, St Kilda, in the last couple of years. They certainly hurt them last year. And tonight, they weathered the storm. And boy, did Collingwood throw a bit at them early. And it was a tsunami, wasn't it? But they're made of strong stuff, these Saints. Every one of them Should walk off this ground tonight feeling like it's been a job well done.
Guys.
It's only round 3, but this feels as good as it gets.